What's going on? This is going to be an in-depth guide on the Tower of Chaos Mountain by Pop and Kenny. I kind of just wanted to make a guide on this tower because I feel like this tower is one of the most confusing soul questions in the game, and there's some cases where there's really nothing you can even do about some of your fails, which you'll see why if you watch this. This tower makes no sense. Okay, let's just get into it. So fun fact, this tower actually is based off of Tower of Cliffside Madness. It's just basically meant to be a classic version of it. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's begin. So we start off with just, just simple alignment. You gotta align to these thin studs. And then always jump off forwards on balls. That's like one of the most important things you have to do. Okay, so for this, wait till this thing is completely horizontal like this. And then as soon as that happens, just, jump on the conveyor and then jump off as late as you can to make it over to here. And there's a lot more of that to come, I'll show you that. This tower has a lot to do with momentum, which you'll see. So we got some quarter studs, nothing too bad. Make sure to align at the edge so you don't hit your head here. This is a falling platform, so make sure to jump over to here and you'll be safe. And then wait for this one to go down and then jump to here. For this, you have to jump to the pole, not up to the blue platform, or else you can't get up. And for 2, so pretty simple stuff. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but kind of just wait till it gets over to here, and then you can jump. That's a wraparound, be careful. For this, easiest way to do it is just get right up against the wraparound, and there's like a normal length jump. It just makes you so I don't have to worry about hitting your head there at all. It's really nice. And then kind of just edge your way down here till you make it under. Careful about the wraparound, you don't hit your head on that. And then a spinner. So literally all you need to just jump to here. And you can just jump at the truss if you want, or you can jump back on down onto the spinner to the truss, whichever one you feel like doing. Another one of these, wait till it gets low, then jump off. Make sure to jump off this as late as possible and jump onto one of the trusses. And welcome to the next floor. So all you need to do for here is just go to the edge and then jump onto the kill brick spinner up to here. Then we got some simple ladders, nothing too bad. Let's take this path over here down to this conveyor, which will push you away from the wall, and you're going to need to do a wraparound. So get to the edge and then wrap around, and then jump as late as possible on these, just to be sure. But they're kind of lenient, so don't have to worry about that much. And then take this up to here, and for this I'd recommend learning how to time it to where you just gotta run and jump instead of waiting, because it makes it a lot easier. It gives you a lot more time to go from platform to platform instead of just waiting for it to be completely gone and then going. So yeah. For this spinner, wait till it's like 90 degrees horizontal or less so that you can jump off as far as possible. And then falling platform over to here, not that one, because I don't think that's possible. And then next floor, so this is slanted, you can climb on this. This X-Pusher does have no limit, so you have to go carefully make your way around there. Kill brick wrap around. This tower has a decent amount of kill bricks, so watch your health. Don't go into the pole, jump from the kill brick only, and then you got some falling platforms. Only 2 of them. These are going to push you away from the kill brick wall, so make sure you healed up. And then just got some simple half stud jumps, and then make sure to jump further into the middle of that. Now you can either jump from the crack here in the middle, which I'd recommend, or you can kind of just do like a walk around it, but I'd recommend jumping. And for this, it's kind of an interesting strategy. So go to the edge of this. Whenever you start letting it push you, you're going to need to turn your camera and just hold D in that direction. And then you make it to the truss. That's, for some reason, it just gives you the most momentum. I don't know why, but that's the most efficient way to do that. So hopefully it's not too hard for you. And then you can just walk. I mean, this thing just boosts you up, and then you got a long ladder like Tower of Stress, so I'll meet you when you get up there. Alright, so once you make it up here, all you need to do is Competitor, jump on it from back here so you don't trigger it too early, and then jump as late as possible onto these ladders. Just take your time, because you don't want to fall after doing all that. That'd be annoying. And you're up to here, so you have a little safety net for this part. This jump's pretty long, so yeah, make sure to climb at the very edge of that. And then, long jump these very carefully because they're very long jumps. Make sure to climb all of them. Alright, now we got some kind of far jumps, not too bad. For this, you're just going to push it all the way, and then literally just jump off and back up a bit so you actually land on it. For this, just take the conveyor and hold D or whichever way you're facing, ram into it. And you can either do that once and take the gamble to see if pushed it far enough. I'd recommend giving it 2 swings if the first one doesn't look like it's going to be good enough. So yeah, but be careful about doing multiple swings because they can get pretty chaotic. So yeah, anyways, go to the edge there so you don't hit your head. And then do a wraparound, get some walkarounds. And then get to the very edge of this and jump kind of late so you don't hit your head on the spinner or anything. And then take it around here and just do a flick there. And then we got some wall hops. They're pretty long, so for this I'd recommend doing a shift flick here. Or shift wall hop, whatever. Like that. Alright, and then you can just jump down to here. Got some simple ball gameplay. And just swing this around like a few times and eventually it should be good enough. Like this, that should be good enough. So around there. And then we got some simple expressions. The first one you're going to want to head right. Then left. Yeah, make sure to jump before it goes up, or else you're not going to get any momentum. And this one, just take it low down. These are falling platforms as well, so go to the very edges. You know, take the most efficient route, so you don't take, so you don't fall. And some conveyors, they go towards wherever the kill brick wall is facing, and then just do a simple wrap around over to here. So this part is kind of finicky. Same thing with the last floor, kind of just ram into it, and then it's a harder timing, but you have to time your jump onto it, so you don't kill momentum by running into it. So yeah, careful about timing your jump onto it because it could definitely like swing you off of that. So for this, you can either just do a wall hop onto this platform and then jump off, or you could do 2 wall hops across this entire wall to make it. So you choose, that's on you. For this section, just go into it sideways, do not turn, or else you're gonna get lodged in there, so don't turn at all. And same thing from floor 1, go when it's horizontal. It's not that big of a deal. And careful in here because this is a GBJ, but you can clip out if you are, desperate. Anyways, get to the bottom of this, jump. Make sure you don't sink into this, or else you won't be able to make this high jump. Jump off this really early because it's really fast, and then next floor. So we got some simple ladders. Let me show you what to do if you do fall in here and you want to get out. All you need to do is come to here and do one of those frame glitches out of here, dance clip. And you can jump down back onto this part. Let's head on to the next floor here. So, walk around. Okay, this is where they introduce ice. Yeah, heads up, these last 4 floors are really, really annoying. So, if you haven't been loot failing already, then get prepared to. So, for this, you want to jump as late as possible, just to get the earliest boost for that spinner, because it's harder to do it if you wait. So, just go as early as possible. And then go from all the way back here and jump as late as possible off of this. It's all about timing, but there's a lot of those jumps which are very long, so I'll show you how to do them, don't worry. They're just pretty kind of annoying. For this, I'd recommend jumping while it's going up, because you don't want to cancel your jump from you being in the air. Get to the very edge of this, and then kind of turn slightly so you can land onto here. And then you go to the very bottom and just turn sideways and jump late. That's really it. And for this, just avoid the first 2 conveyors, but take the second one, jump very late on both these conveyors over here, and just some simple wall hops. There's safety in it, so you don't have to worry about anything. And just take this truss down to this wedge. Be weird, because once you get here, you get a spinner, so go about when it's coming towards you, and then right when it passes you, just jump out. You're going to want to cancel your momentum, so kind of just hold jump, and then tap, hold S. Literally just do like a wrap around here, get momentum on the ice and then do a wrap around. I don't know why that's there, but yeah. And then this, I could recommend coming out from this angle, or, you can't really do much, but try to jump off of it forwards, then shift onto there. It's a very long jump, and it's kind of hard to give it momentum, so I just do that. And for this part, just push the 2 pillars over to the end. Be careful not to knock them over there, because if you knock them over, I think you're getting... I got soft locked once from knocking them over, so just try not to knock them over. Got a falling platform down to here, which is another falling platform. I just think it's ice. I don't really know why it's blue. I think it's ice, though. Either way, it's the same thing. So take the trusses down to here and climb onto this. Okay, for this part, it's pretty complicated, but I'd recommend just getting on the conveyor in the middle, and then as soon as you reach, the farthest point to the wall, probably right, just make sure you get really far, about here, and as soon as you hit that wedge, start holding W instead of D. It's very complicated, but hopefully that should be consistent enough. And for this, just kind of wall hop up to here, do a wrap around. This one's kind of tight, so be careful about that. For this, you can just go on it sideways and then flick around once you reach the end. Pretty tight wrap, don't underestimate it. and then down to here. So it's pretty simple. Just avoid that kill brick and then jump over to here and onto this little thin stud. So be careful. It's not a GBJ, so you're fine if you fall there. Then we got some simple, easy wraparounds. Nothing to say. Be careful. I just do that. This spinner, you're gonna wanna, as soon as it passes, you start hugging it like this, and then jump and then unshift lock so the side of your character doesn't hit the spinner. And then just take this as low as possible, about halfway, and then just some simple falling platforms over here. Alright, for this, align in the middle of the stud like so, and then what you need to do is literally just hold W and jump at the very end. That's all you need to do. Should work. And then welcome to floor 9. So this floor has a very annoying outside section, which is pretty much inconsistent as it can be, but I'll just try to show you the best way to do it. There's not really a great way to do it, but anyways. Those can get stuck, so if they do, or if they get stuck in a weird position, just try to swing them around and see if you can get the farthest jump possible. Anyways, for this, depending on what you're facing, you're going to want to move with it, so start holding whatever key, whichever direction you're facing, when it starts pushing you. Jump off this forwards always. For this, it can also get misaligned, so it gets very annoying to do if you fall and then have to do it again, because you have to like push it, and there's no like barriers to help you, so you kind of have to just hope. It's really bad. Try to jump off the corner though, and avoid that spinner, by the way. That can mess you up if you happen to time it wrong. For this, you don't need to do any momentum, just wait for the spinner to pass and go. It's really simple. Then jump over to this conveyor, and it's gonna push you away, so be careful about that. Onto this truss, climb this, and then we got some simple gameplay. As soon as you fall, or if you fall, just make sure to hold jump against the wall so that you do not get flung off. And then come down here and jump over to this part. And we got some simple gameplay. It's like a thin stud wraparound, so be careful about that. These are going to push you away again, so just do simple wraparounds, nothing too bad. And then make sure to get onto this part. Careful about that timing, it's kind of hard. And for this, you can just high jump up here, but if you do happen to get pushed, I just hold jump is your best bet, or just jump at the very end while holding W. This spinner section is very easy. You really don't have to worry about anything except for your health, so you can wait here if you want, if you're low. Other than that, it's just a couple wraparounds, and you're free from that section. Alright. So you can actually walk sideways on these first 3, but you have to jump on the last one. And welcome to the worst outside of the entire game. So, I really don't have a strategy for this. We really just gonna wing it. It's pretty bad, but and I'm pretty sure if you fall on top of floor 7, you cannot clip in, so you're gonna have to go back down to floor 4, which sucks. But anyways, just kind of go in the middle, and once you're ready, just start holding W, and as soon as you hit each wedge, you're gonna want to turn your character. Keep holding W, but go in first person. As soon as you hit the wedge, turn 90 degrees, turn, try to aim for the middle of the wedge, then turn, like that. As long as you keep turning as soon as you hit the wedge, and aim for the middle of the wedges, that should be the best way to do it. Anyways, these are ice balls, so just, get momentum by jumping, and then jump off them forwards like so. Careful of this outside, it's pretty easy. And welcome to 410. So for this, as soon as the spinner passes, you gotta run, it's pretty strict. And for this, just kind of push it with the little space you have, and that should be enough. Like here, make sure you try to jump off the corner. It's a very long jump, so yeah, try to make it the most easy as possible before jumping, or else you're gonna regret it. Anyways, time these X pusher jumps. Pretty simple, honestly. As long as you time them, just be careful. Don't rush under any circumstances. And some simple kill bricks. Again, watch your health if you happen to be low. For this, set it up very well, and then kind of angle 90 degrees, and then do a shift wall hop like that. For this, ignore all this stuff. It's not important. Just do a conveyor jump, momentum jump, jump very late up there, and then a simple wedge jump, editor, onto the last 2 wraparounds, which aren't that bad as long as you control your nerves. So as long as you don't slip up and do these simple wraparounds, then you have won. The win patch should be right here. So yeah, that is Tower of Chaos Mountain. Oh man, yeah, this tower is a load of bullcrap, but hopefully the strats in this video help you like as much as possible. That floor 9 outside is really bullcrap. There's really no other way around it, but yeah. Floor 7 to 10 are going to cause you a lot of trouble just because of the client objects, so yeah, be ready to rage. This tower is super annoying at times, but yeah, it's still pretty nice. Anyways, yeah, hopefully this guide helped you. I kind of just wanted to pump this video out, even if it's not, that great. I I don't know. I'm kind of sick right now, so if I ended up stuttering a billion times, hopefully you don't mind. I guess I'll see you later. So see ya.